Welcome to Destinations Dino, the channel where adventure meets a hearty appetite and occasionally a little confusion. I'm Dino, your travel buddy, here to explore local and international hotspots, eat my way through the best and weirdest food, and wander through museums that are anything but boring. From hidden gems in your own backyard to iconic global destinations, I'm here to prove that travel doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be fun. Ahoy there guys, and welcome to Destinations Dino. I'm Dino and I'm going to be your tour guide today as we explore the Australian National Maritime Museum down here at Darling Harbour in Sydney. So here we are guys at the Australian National Maritime Museum. Now before we dive in, I suggest we talk about treasure or ticket prices. So you can grab a ticket to the National Maritime Museum for around $35 online. If you plan ahead and book ahead, you'll get a 10% discount on that price. So I suggest that you do that. Just go online, I'll put the link in the bottom of this video, and you can purchase your ticket online for that 10% discount. The inclusions of that $35 ticket, that gets you into everything, all the exhibitions, all the tours of the ships, the submarines at the National Museum. Now, if you didn't feel like paying that $35 and you just wanted to check out the permanent exhibitions, then you can do that for free. So whether you want to pay something or not, there's something here for everyone. One of the first attractions we're checking out today is the HMAS Vampire 2, commissioned in 1959 and was one of 3 daring class destroyers built at Cockatoo Island here in Sydney. The ship had about 320 sailors on it. There were 6 4.5-inch guns, just enough torpedoes to look threatening. Despite the name, it didn't suck blood, just the morale of sailors. After years of flexing its muscles in international waters and firing nothing but blanks, it's now retired here at the National Museum. Okay, so we're on board HMAS Vampire, so let's go for a little wander and see what mystery she's going to reveal. So now we're going into the gun bay. The gun bay was the middle link basically from where the ammunition was stored down below, brought up here, hoisted up here, and then loaded in here at the gun bay, and then it was moved up and then fired. So here we are on the upper deck, directly above where the gun bay is, below. This is where the rounds are hoisted up and then loaded into the gun. So let's step inside the gun and see what happens inside.
So you've got 2 sailors standing here. You're forward. Your job is to lift that. That's the projectile. That's what we're going to fire.
This one here.
But your job is to lift that. You can just reach over there and try and give it a tug just to see how heavy it is.
Oh, okay.
You won't lift it.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
And this is the Yes. Yes. And this is the cartridge holding the fire, the powder, the cord up, which is going to project the bullet through the air.
So let's head back inside now and check out the officers' quarters. Coming up on the left here we have the wheelhouse. Now most commonly the wheelhouse would be found on the bridge of the ship, but on the Daring class they put the wheelhouse internal of the ship. The reason for this was that the bridge is quite exposed, so if the ship was to come under any enemy fire, this would hopefully avoid any damage to the wheelhouse. We're now heading into the operations room or ops room. This is the nerve centre of the ship, where all of the communication links are monitored and coordinated during any operations. It's pretty impressive. I mean, I wouldn't even know where to start or which button to press. And this brings us to the bridge of the ship and the end of our visit on HMAS Vampire today. Lots of other exhibits that we need to go and see, so let's get a move along and on to our next exhibition. Okay guys, so next on my visit list for today is HMAS Onslow. She was one of 6 Oberon class submarines. She had about 68 sailors on board, all men. She's basically a big metal tube full of testosterone, secrets and questionable hygiene. For about 30 years she skulked around underneath the sea, sneaking around like a scuba diving ninja. Now let's get on board and see what juicy secrets she'll reveal to us today. On the side here you've got the torpedo storage. We've got 6 torpedo tubes here. And when everything goes to crap, here's your escape hatch. So what we've got here is the oxygen candle. So this burns, I don't know exactly how it works, to create oxygen, so more oxygen while they're under the water. And over here we have a flare ejector. So this can fire a flare up into the air. Different colour smokes communicate different colour issues. First thing you notice is just how cramped everything is on board here. It's a tight fit. The control room, okay.
Yes.
So
Now, in this control room are action stations. There'd be 22 personnel,
Wow.
22 men. In those days, no women.
Yep.
22 smelly men. This is the hub of the submarine.
Okay.
So you've got two periscopes. This is the attack periscope, and this one is the observation periscope. So this one here, you sit on a seat, put your feet on the pedals, and you spin round and round and round.
Okay. So you can imagine being stuck down here, 60 other guys, a metal tube. I can think of a lot better places to be. So while you're here, make sure you check out action stations, a reenactment of what actually happens during action stations on board HMAS Vampire and Onslow. So next we're going to check out the Endeavour. This is a replica of the Endeavour, the ship that Captain Cook sailed to chart the Pacific, exploring new lands such as New Zealand and Australia. So let's jump on board and see what we find. Now we're going down. That concludes our wander around the Endeavour. Let's head on inside now and see what the rest of the museum's like. So we're very lucky, there's an exhibition on here at the moment, James Cameron challenging the deep. So we're going to go and check that out. guys, before you jump overboard, let's head into the gift shop and see what's on offer. Okay, my fellow mariners, it's time that we sail off into the sunset. That ends our voyage for today around the Australian National Maritime Museum. Who knew history could be this exciting? I mean, where else can you see a submarine, a tall ship, and a destroyer all in the same place? But hey, don't drift away just yet. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell. What's next on the map, I hear you ask? A culinary cruise, a mountain escape, or maybe just me getting hopelessly lost and trying to pronounce local street names? You have to tune in to find out. Until then, keep exploring, stay curious, and remember, every destination is just a dino away. Catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share, and ring that bell.